Green beans, essential. So what you need to do with green beans is just simply boil them in simmering water for 6 minutes. So special. And once done, chill in ice cold water, and then refresh with butter for about a minute and a half. Look at those things. They're so. And make sure that butter and that boiling water is salted. Next, we're going to make some banana shallots, which we're going to caramelize. We're going to caramelize them with a good dollop of sugar and chili. I'm going to use that in our combination of rice, spelt, and barley. The rice, spelt, and barley, 75 grams per person, in about 1.5 litres of water. If you want to do it really well, make it chicken stock. Simmer for about 22 minutes, drain well, and then goes this wonderful combination of thinly sliced banana shallots, caramelised with chili and some sesame seeds. I think I overcooked the chili on this one, so I actually would say, if you can, probably 1 Thai chili is enough. I am, as you know, always with chilies, so even on this occasion, I must say, I think it was a little bit over the top. Olive oil, and you can see those beautiful sesame seeds there. That's going to take a good 35-40 minutes on a low heat, so be careful of that. That will take a good old time. And you really do want a good 2-ish heaped teaspoons of sugar in there. Next, lemon zest. This is for the bass. So we're going to pare off 4 strips of lemon, cut them into 3, because that will give us 12 slices of lemon, which we can then cut place into the bass, and we're going to put that with some beautiful saffron. Saffron is super expensive at the stores. It really is gobsmackingly expensive. We'll come back to that. Before we all do that, crushed coriander, about a handful, heaped teaspoon, with chicken stock and some olive oil. And this is the paste that you're going to cover your sea bass with. It's not mine, it's Marco Pierre White's. And I must say, don't eat it at the yew tree, it's shite. But, yeah, just take this. This is a good idea. It really does enhance flavour. Very difficult to wash your hands. So get your bass and the standard 3 slices down to the bone. You can feel how it comes. See my big heap of saffron there. And once you've done all that, the next task is to... Interesting thing about sea bass, actually, as a good point, is it's so underestimated. You see it on so many gastro pubs boards, sea bass or sea bream, and after a while you don't realise there's any flavour there because they've been cooked to bugger in back. And here we are trying to enhance the subtle flavours. So in goes our paste of coriander and olive oil and chicken stock. Cavity is essential. Don't let it steam there and let all that good flavour out. So into the cavity. No point really in covering the scales because they act, or the skin which has been descaled, because that really does act like your little fire jacket. Once you've done these sleds 3 aside, then you need to parcel up and put in place your bits of lemon zest and saffron. Getting back to my earlier point, saffron is super expensive and it's crocus stigma, but wow, is it expensive. This is bought in Crete, it costs nothing at all, so maybe shop on the internet and see how you can get a big bag of saffron for next to nothing, because quite frankly a couple of grains for the better part of £2.50 is, well, it pays for beautiful fascias in supermarkets, but it is taking the piss a bit. In they go, wonderfully so. And this is going to go into a barbecued hot pan, which I'll show you later, for just 6 minutes aside. Look at those boys. They look absolutely spectacular. I'm a big fan of bream, but bass, if you get it right, wow, does that transform life. Fantastic as well. Fillet it off yourself. The ideal hype for fish and chips. Why not crumb your bass? Lovely. Makes cod seem like sardines or pilchards. Having said that, big fan of both. So this is nearly done. In goes the saffron. It's a beautiful scent. This is really going to heighten the flavour. Difficult to put in actually because your hands are so oily. There's the best. Look at those beauties. This is my, you've seen this before if you followed me. Super fast barbecue. Hot pan on top. When the pan gets steamy, olive oil in. And in go your bass. 6 minutes aside. And then probably leave rest for about 2 to 3 minutes. This is topping for the rice. Coriander, cilantro. Very, very soapy. Slice one sharp knife. Avoid the fingers. And this really will make that wonderful bliss between somewhere else and Mediterranean. This is my spelt combination of barley and Italian rice. In go the caramelised onions and the chilli with a little bit of thyme. That's wonderful. And there's the jobby. The beans have been tossed with butter and garlic, and that is just to die for. Lovely stuff.